Did you ever feel like nothing and you wanted an outside source to validate you? I almost feel like I got it out of my system at a young age, wanting to win, wanting to be special. This is my purse full of stories. And now Morton's gonna pick something for me. This is the story of this ribbon. Aww. My 6th place ribbon. Yeah, this is the very first time I ever won something. I competed in dramatic interpretation, which is a category in the debate team, the forensic team in high school. November 22nd, 2002. It represents so much in my journey of validation, of feeling like nothing, of wanting my name spoken out loud in front of a group of people. For this ribbon, I memorized my lines and went over them over and over again. I worked my lines in front of the mirror. I practiced and I found people to practice in front of so I could get used to performing in front of an audience. I'm pretty sure I did this speech for my mom 12 times. I even asked the lunch ladies if I could practice in front of them. I didn't even bring my script to the competitions. I didn't even think of doing that because I knew that I knew it. Inside and out. When I would go to competitions, I would wake up early on a Saturday and get dressed up, what I would never do at school. I wore a skirt, actually did my hair, not just a ponytail, and wore shoes with a bit of heel. At the drama meets, I finally felt a part of something, part of a team. I got on the bus at a bunch of different high schools and competed with my piece of drama. When I wouldn't place in the competition, time after time, I would cry. I would feel like there was no point to the hard work. I would feel so small and so worthless. My success and my worth was wrapped up in people I didn't know, judging my hard work over a large group of other talented young people who had their own personal coaches and went to theater camp in the summers. This ribbon was my first accomplishment, the first mark that what I had done had worth. It was a treasured possession, and now if it falls on the floor, it often takes me a few days to get around to picking it up. Now it's all mangled. How did it get to that point? My life evolved. I found other things to try to measure my success. Number of bookings in my job. When I became a mother, it was producing enough milk to sustain my twins. When people would look at my tiredness and say I should supplement, and when the doctors said they weren't gaining as fast as they wanted, all I heard was this hollow scream in my head that I was not good enough. I hope I'm not boring too much with all of this exposition. Please hear this. We don't have to attach our worth to the perimeters that we set. I'll say it again. We don't have to attach our worth to the perimeters that we set. I have very little memories of anyone else in this time. I was so focused on what I was doing. I was so focused on myself and my yearning for accomplishment. I wanted this so that I would feel good. Do you want to know the accomplishments that I have now that mean 5 billion times more than that? Well, I'll tell you. One of my most proudest moments was when I directed Penny Jo and Anne and Shade in this Covenant Players production of this play called Tough Young Lady. And Anne Sieber got an award for her role in my play. That I was the director and I pulled the great things out of her, and she shone in that role, and she was recognized for her performance in front of everyone. Another wonderful, wonderful time was when I got to direct David Groves, who is like legend in Covenant Players. I got to direct him, and he was such a hard worker, and he just gave everything to the rehearsals, and he was just so ready to listen and ready to try, and he just shone in his performance, and he got recognized too. And I even got a directing thing. Let me show you. So it's in one of these binders. Here it is. This is a directing award that I got, but he was recognized as well, and that really just captures the moment of the play, just the feel of the play. Like, everybody was just standing up during the affirmations time and just talking about how it just made them so happy and just gave them such joy, just like a refreshing of their spirits. So yeah, I realize I'm talking about Covenant players in terms that maybe don't make sense, because if you don't know about it, you don't know about it. So anyway, after we performed a play for each other, we would stand up and we would just share about what we thought about it. We would encourage the actors about the work that they put into it and the differences that we saw in their performing, and we just thank each other for their work. And yeah, it's a really special time. I miss it. I miss performing. When I worked with someone else and pulled something out of them that helped them to shine. When they were recipients of accolades and I heard people clap and smile and congratulate them on what they accomplished. I was so proud of her. All of them. Just the whole performance, the whole process, designing the set, decorating it, the moments I had in rehearsal, the moments I had of helping each actor to understand my vision of the play. Happy memories. I am just so vividly aware that if it wasn't for these awkward high school years and this experience of theater and this little ribbon, I wouldn't have I as a person would not have been so ready for Covenant players. Like, I know each step led to the next step, and I'm just so thankful for that. When I was 16, I discovered this ministry and found a place that wasn't about competition, but was about the art of theater and the power it can hold for moving people's hearts. When I was barely 19 years old, I joined Covenant Players, and when I was 21, on my 21st birthday, I went to Europe. It was my life for almost 13 years. In that time, I got hundreds of amazing roles and challenged and encouraged people in 4 languages and in 26 countries. I had success and joy in acting after all. Maybe not by the rest of the world's standards, but that doesn't matter to me, not even a little bit. I'm going to share more about that journey in a later video, so look out for that. I think I want to get to the point of this video, and it's been really, really hard because I've had to face a lot of doubt just in making this video of telling the story. I was so stuck on how to tell the story, and then I had the idea to actually record myself learning a play that I wrote last summer. So that's what I'm doing in this video, if you're wondering. So I think this is the point that I want to say, that even when you're scared and even when you're hearing all of these negative things, no matter what your brain is telling you, you are not nothing. How many subscribers you have, what results you get from your job, your grades, the cleanliness of your home, whatever it is, those things do not define you or me. This ribbon is a memory. There will come a day when all the things we've ever poured our lives into will be a memory, and we'll be left with the thought, what was it for? Was it worth it? I just want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, for spending this time, and I really do want to grow in my storytelling. I have decided that I really only want to push myself to upload 1 video a week, because I want to make it something that I've really put my heart into. And there's been a point in my YouTubing life where I just was pushing myself to create and like, but what am I working towards? What's the point? Why should I make myself so tired if I don't even know why? And yeah, I have a lot of projects going on right now. My husband and I are doing this thing called Surviving Sweden, a channel called Survive in Sweden, where we want to help people with the bureaucratic and logistical process of coming into and living in Sweden. I've got a couple Facebook groups. One is called Helga, and I want it to be for creators who really are ready to learn and ready to grow and take critique and just help each other with the practicalness of that. I have a group called Emmy for expat mom influencers, and I want to just make a tribe of people who, know those kind of struggles together. There's just so many things that I really want to spend my time on. I really feel like I could internet full time. And a little update on the Rumbl situation. I am monetized to almost $8. What? Oh, this app is so cool. I'd really love it if you guys could come and check me out there and make your own videos if you feel like it. And if you don't want to create every day, that's cool. You can create when you feel like it. It's just 1-minute videos. So I'd really love to see you over there. Thanks so much for being here, for being my friend, for being supportive. Hugs. Nostrils of death. Talk to you later. Oh my goodness, check it out. I have a logo. A really great guy from the No Small Creators Facebook group made it for me for free. So this is going to look pretty amazing on merch. Please. I promise if I ever actually sell merch, I won't let it go to my head. Let me know what you think about it down below. And that way I'll know how many of you actually stuck around to the end. I'm so excited.